Good morning, everyone. My name is Sam from Two-Headed Wolf Gaming, and welcome to Path of Exile, where we continue the journey a bit further than we last left off. Not a whole lot. I did a bit of the grounding beforehand, and I am trying to make more progress. Like, I realized by this point that it's already March, and we have about a month and a half left from this league. So I am not, as in the earlier episodes, I am not gonna show all the grind because at this point it's not as exciting, and I don't have enough hours in the day to record like full episodes and things like that. Maybe one day I'll be doing, like one day in the future, I'll be doing some streamings of Path of Exile, or I'll have more time during the day to do videos and do recording. So I'm going to try to improve these videos by taking care of some of the boring grind in between. Boring if I have no one to interact with. So I spend a lot of time at this point just listening to podcasts or listening to some music or some classes and grinding and going on the map and trying to get a bit more XP. At this point I am level 91, so one level higher than last time. What I am going for is for this basic jewel right here, because getting another one with some increased health and things like that should definitely help us. Another thing that I wanted to show you is something about the jewels, and let me share Chrome with you. Here it is. So when it comes to the Veil Arc, it says is that Arc really likes awakened gems, but as long as you can't afford them, obviously regular ones are fine. If you're running a non-awakened gem version, lightning penetration support beats non-awakened added lightning damage support. So I went on the market these days, and at some point I realized that the awakened added lightning damage support is about 30 chaos in cost. This one, like the Awaken Spell Echo and Control Destruction, they're like 3.2, 3.5 Exalted Orbs, and I don't have that much. I've been very unlucky up to this point when it comes to these orbs, or to the Exalted Orbs, so at least in the maps that I've been grinding, so I couldn't afford anything else except for Awaken added lightning support. Like damage, and I only have 111 chaos orbs, around 1 exalted and a bit, so unfortunately don't have more resources for that right now. But I got the awaken added lightning damage support, and I made it like level 20 quality, which supported skill deals 10% extra increased lightning damage, is the same as the lightning penetration support when it comes to quality. And I think, like, let me explain what the awakened versions are. An awakened, skill gem. An awakened skill gem is like having a skill gem at over level 20, level 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Like, they have a max of 5 levels. It can't be higher than that, and it takes like the amount of experience needed to upgrade this is a lot more. It's like leveling up, as I said, at level 21, 22, and so on and so forth. So it takes much more time and work in order to upgrade this to have it on full power. So that is the situation right now. And you want to throw these gems as much as possible, like when you have the resources, and throw them in. And even though we're removing some of the lightning penetration, I think the reason why we're throwing this one in is because the amount of lightning damage that we receive as extra will compensate for the amount of resistance that the enemy has, especially since there are enemies that might not have lightning resistances, which will help us in the long run. So let's see, we are doing 55,000 at this point, 55,000 damage per second, and I am going to throw in here, instead of the lightning penetration support, throw this gem, and we're making 73,000. So that is an increase of about 18,000 damage. That is pretty good. So I think this is going to be better, even though the lightning penetration will be lower. I am going to keep the gem. Never throw or sell gems until you fully tested out your build. And with that in mind, the only thing I can say is that I threw in like this belt because it had some resistances, some life, a bit more life than what I had before, and some energy shield. Need to work on the belt. Definitely want to remove that 6 armor. I don't want to regenerate anymore, like to regenerate 90 shield. I thought that that might be cool, but at this point I realize it is not as useful as I thought it would be. And I think I might just get more chaos resistance. Like cold, lightning, there's some fire resistances. I am capped on all resistances at this point. Yeah, except for, let's see, I think the belt has some cold resistance, right? Yes, so we're capped like this with the cold resistance as well. And I believe like that might be just the lowest. What else do we have here? 45 lightning, so yeah. Let's go with a little bit more cold and chaos. And at this point, yeah, we have 100 lightning resistance, 95 cold, 75 on fire, and we have 37 on the chaos, which will help. Is there anything else I want to show you? Well, not now. What I'm trying to do is finding some better armors. Like at this point, let's see, I did find an energy circlet that provides us 221 energy shield with a bunch of intelligence. And remember that when it comes to intelligence, every point of intelligence, or every 5 points of intelligence, provide us with 1% energy shield, and also 2 intelligence, 1 mana. And I think like this one having 47, it means that we would get like 9% increase in, let's see. So if I take a look at this, we have 3,789 energy shield, and if I do this, well, it's lower. But why is it lower? I'm guessing because it also has life on it. It does give us less. I guess it's because we do have that 55 life. So because of that modifier, and this one right here gains 20% of maximum life extra energy shield, I'm guessing that is the idea. But let's see if we can make this work. I would say that I want these to increase this armor here. Definitely need a few more modifiers before anything else. But if I go on crafting, apparently I can't add life to it yet. It's a prefix. Okay. So in this situation, I guess we will have to do some crafting on it, and hopefully it's gonna turn our way. I thought that it might be better, but apparently it isn't. Yeah. Oh, no, it is actually. We're getting 42,000 instead of 3,700. But we do lose a little bit of life. The problem is we're also losing a bunch of resistances. Chaos, cold, some lightning. I guess we could also craft. Like if I take a look at this, we could throw on it a bit of cold and chaos. So at this point we'll be at 26 with a 68. It's not perfect. So yeah, I'll keep it in the stash, try to work with it, see if I can make it better. We definitely need also another one, and more important than that, I have a bunch of armors here, which are not perfect. I've tried to 6-link it, some of these, but I've been going through all my fusing orbs and everything went on without luck. So let's see, can I? Any luck? Nope. So I'm trying. I'm trying to get some good bonuses going forward. It's not a perfect armor, but we'll see. Maybe at some point we can make it, because at this rate with the 5% decreased damage taken, we are in big danger when it comes to some of the maps that we're running. I also need some sorcerer's boots that are good, or one of these with the elemental resistances. But I don't know for now. I have conjurer boots, which are level 53 item. It's not perfect, but there you have it.
Exile.
Okay, well, with that in mind, let's go on the map device first. Let's fight this Maven fight. It's for this part of the map, the last one, which has only 5 or 4 of these. Okay, let's begin this encounter. Lord of the Grey. Sanguine Siren. Let's not sit in her way in any way. I don't think I have any of the golems with me, right? That's why this feels so slow. Yeah, I do not, so... We even defeated them without our golems, that is great. It shows some of our strength. Let's see, flame. And then I want to bring the rock and the lightning one. Good. An imbued wand. Let's see where we allocate the points. We have legions in this area, and I think I want to go further in. Each legion in areas contains an additional warhorde. That's one of those chests. That's great. Timeless splinters dropped in areas have 1% chance to drop a timeless emblem instead. Perfect. After that, I'm not sure exactly what we'll invest in, but we'll do the legions first. After this fight, I am going to travel to one of these bosses, one of the conquerors. I think this might be like the 3rd time I'm fighting her. 1, 2. Yeah, it's going to be the 3rd time I'm fighting her, so every time they get stronger and stronger.
Oops, clumsy me.
And this should be a slightly more difficult encounter than the last.
I need more mana.
Are we getting a lot of experience here, I'm wondering? Let's see. 4%.
When I'm ready, and not before.
I'm just gonna rush through these maps. Not try to get 100% kill, even though there's some pluses to that. I wanna have more progress. And at some point I will start updating my filter, my loot filter as well. Here's the arena. Let's defeat the boss. Good, some red maps. Make sure we don't sit still for too long. Okay, a Marshes map. We got another mission for Einhar. And let's go to the Conqueror.
The truth is cold. Let me show you.
Okay, so far so good. Okay, let's move around.
I shall free you. Distasteful!
Okay, as you can see, she moved outside of our area. Like, that spire will damage us. And the circle is getting closer, which is not great. Okay, there we have it. So with a bit of care, we were able to take her on. We have now one more watchstone in our inventory. And where shall we put it? Well, the way you want to go forward is you have to see how can you obtain more sockets. You can see that for the next encounter to appear, you will need like 3 watchstones, 3 watchstones, 3 watchstones. These we've obtained all of them. Here 3 watchstones, 3 watchstones. So for all of them, we will need to have maps of 3 watchstones. Okay? Otherwise, the conquerors will not appear in this region. So the level of the maps will be so low that you will not get any conqueror to spawn, thus not unlocking more of these watchstones. And you need to invest more time into taking each region at a time by moving the watchstones where you feel like it's important to do so, and go from there. There might be some stuff that it's important, like if I go around, I think it's either here or south. Like, let me show you. One of the pantheons that we need to unlock. Lunaris, yes. So I can say that here there's a level 15 map that we would be able to capture the Shadow Alchemist, and that is for this. Void projectile that have chained. So that is one thing that would be super important to get. At the same time, and that's why I want to leave it here, because I might be dropping a foundry map at some point, and that is important to have. So I'll leave these stones here. For the rest of the map though, I would recommend that you start from the center going up. When you go outside of the maps, you will always find the higher tier maps. But in the middle of them, here you find your first map, level 1, right? Here, without any watchstones, it starts from level 4. And thus, whenever you put another watchstone in, you'll get a higher level. So you want to throw 3 watchstones, right, in order to unlock more of the conquerors. You want to throw them in the center of the map. And you will see that you get level 10 and level 11 maps, plus a few other areas. So work on it like that. Don't leave your points in too many places unless you know you are gonna work on it. So we're gonna work on these 2 areas for now. And just as an idea, I guess I might leave one here. Maybe not even so. Maybe I'll throw it. I'll move some stuff around, have it like this, just so we can unlock some of these other maps, right? An area has 4 gems because I want the foundry map. This area has 2 just because I want to get some of these newer maps, unlock them. And these 2 have 3 stones because I want to unlock more conquerors. We'll also reach awakening level 3 for fighting like all of these 3 times. Okay, and with that, we're gonna explore just a tiny bit more of the map, but we're gonna quickly go through it.
When I'm ready,
I haven't felt the lack of lightning penetration right now. I feel like we're doing pretty well. And I think that for the moment, unless I find a special kind of ritual site that we've never explored before, I don't think I'll be opening them anymore. The reason why is because ritual sites take quite a bit of time to complete, and it reduces the amount of time that we have during an episode. which on one side is not a problem if we were to be streaming, if we were to be doing long episodes. But when we're talking about the amount of time that we have for a daily series, right, for 1 hour each day, then I feel like ritual sites just take a lot of space, like looking back and listening to my episodes. And thus I want to reduce some of that time as well. I want us to progress through the Atlas, I want us to find some cool items, and we will get better items from drops than from the ritual sites, at least chance-wise. I will still do whenever I'm playing on my own. If I wake up and I don't have enough time, like for example, tomorrow I start work at 8 o'clock, which means I will wake up very early in the morning. I won't have time to record. I'll just have a quick cup of coffee, get ready and start working. So while having that coffee, I might have like 20 minutes. And I do like to jump in Path of Exile and just do a map. It's all I needed. This is one of the things I really loved about Shogun Total War when I got it, and I could play online, and it had that really attractive way of playing online when you were working on our avatar. This seems pretty good. I don't care about that anymore. Strength, armor, life regeneration. A series mirror. Do we have a series mirror? I don't think we do. So let's buy this. I'll buy the splinters. And I'll buy the rusted scarab. And you know what? This was a pretty good one. Overall a pretty good area. Okay, we found a layer map. Not exactly what we were looking for. Though, you know what? We won't be able to drop a level 15 map just yet, if I think about it. The reason why we can't drop a level 15 is because you need to go to a level 14 map? Was it? I think that's what it is. If you run a level 10 map, you can only get one level higher map. So that's why we got a level 11. We might be changing some of these then. Yeah, I might need to go in this area, like level 14, before I can do this. So until then, until we can force that level, or let's have some fun. I have an idea, and let's go home for now. Let's see if I can do something very sneaky. Oh, apparently we did have a series shield. This one increased lightning damage, physical attack leeches. Okay, that is not good. Attacks with this weapon penetrate in cold resistance. I think I like that. It's an effect that we could use. Let me sell this and check something out.
Come back soon.
So if I go to Poe Trade, it's loading. Let me do a share of the screen. Great. And we are gonna write here a foundry. Okay, let's see. Foundry map. Level 82. He is AFK. Foundry, let's make sure. Foundry map. Okay, this one is unidentified. It costs 6 chaos. I think it's a small price to pay for it. Let's buy it off this guy if he will give it to us. I might have to message a few people in order to get one, but we will try it. If we do that, we are going to be upgrading pretty soon. And we won't need any extra work. So I'll put a quick cut and I'll see you guys in a second once I have a map. And here we are back. It didn't take long at all. Someone responded, and so we have a Foundry map, level 15. Super important. What do you need to do? You need to capture the soul, so don't forget to take yourself a divine vessel. Know something about maps. They are very hard. So whenever you're going like to get your latest modifier, especially if you're doing it early on and you don't have a perfect character, don't push it. Like we were doing level 10 and 11 maps, and whenever you I'll show you some of these red maps, they're going to be very difficult. So what do you want to do? And you don't even, so you don't need to modify it. Let me calm down a bit. You don't need to modify it, right? You just go on level 15. Your goal is just to defeat the boss. The rest doesn't matter. If you die a lot, at this point here we will lose 10 experience, and it was very hard to get it. But our goal is to defeat the Foundry map, okay? We can invite the Maven over as well, but I don't want to do that because, as I said, the boss might be very difficult. And I'm not sure we have enough tankiness and enough defense, especially since we're taking 5 extra damage, right? So don't be overzealous, just go easily into the map and finish it. Be okay with that. Be like, what was it? Kendrick Lamar with sit down and be humble. Be humble when it comes to this kind of encounters and map. Do normal. Normal is good. Violent ritual. Okay, they can inflict bleeding. Yeah, we're not gonna do that just yet. I'm gonna get till the end here. Or you know what? I think we might be able to take on the ritual. So let's try it. Let's see how does this compare to anything else. Okay, shark skin boots. They're level 84 items. That is quite good. It's going to be an upgrade if we find something for ourselves. Because most of our item levels are like 78 at the best. Higher level items do get more modifiers, they get better. I've said this many times, but higher level maps do drop better items overall, so it's more rewarding. I feel like many Path of Exile's players that I've spoken to give up before they reach like the red maps and some of the final end maps. And like it really needs, this game needs to, you have to do some grinding in it, unfortunately. So many people give up before they have a chance to truly experience the end game and what's good about it. Look at that, one attack and it took most of our lives out. This is why I said you have to be careful and be humble. Don't overdo it. Yeah, having the Maven here right now would have been pretty bad. So yeah, that's it. We found the map. At this point, it doesn't even matter if we die. Like we can use and lose all our portals. We have completed our missions. Now we will never be hit again by the projectiles that chain. And we found ourselves a strand map. Great. More maps, more opportunities for the future. And one of the good things about doing normal maps, and maybe one of the reasons why you should be doing normal maps, especially since you might not feel so strong, is that every time you complete a normal map, and you saw that it said here we had the message that we've completed the normal map, even though we didn't complete the bonus objective. We will start getting this map more often. So now it can be dropped anywhere in the world without having to grind a level 14 map.
When I'm ready and not before.
And that is good. That's more opportunities for you to get what you want when you need it. As a map, at least. Okay. This did not pay off all these ritual sites, so I'm not gonna trap with the vessel. Zodiac leather. 150 more unique items found in the area. Reforges a unique item as another of the same item class. Weapon of crafting. Okay. Anything else? This eye. 22 life, accuracy rating, lightning resistant, and some cold damage with axes. Okay. Not the greatest. This is a pretty interesting armor in itself. But let's take this. I will defer this one. And that is about it.
There came a time when time seemed to leave us, and nothing came to pass. For passage and time must dance together. The ants in their nests swarmed and swelled and died and were reborn. But in truth, nothing changed. And we looked upon the ants with envy, a waking, hypnotic slumber.
Okay, let's leave the spooky guy behind, and we'll throw these things in. Blade Flurry level 18. I mean, I thought it would be more special, but I didn't look.
Exile.
Let's sell it and get these orbs. And now we can go into our device. Take out the soul, go into Rife, speak to Sin, and with that our pantheon is pretty much complete.
That would just make life complicated.
So, here we have avoid projectiles that have chain. This will give us an extra layer of defense or upgrade our layers of defense to the max. Well, what do we do from here? Well, we can do a few things. We can see that over here a Conqueror has spawned. We need to complete 2 more maps with 3 watchstones. I think I'm gonna take one of these watchstones and put it here. That will leave us with 4 areas where Conquerors can appear. And we would need to do pretty high level maps in order to get him. Laboratory, let's see if we have a belfry and maybe a strand or something. Map 11. We don't have anything on level 1, on level 11, and we don't have any of these either. We do have a strand 14 map. Okay, that is a bit too much for us right now. So let's go down a level, let's try to grind a bit more. I'm probably going to remove this and add it here by the same idea, right? When this upgrades, we will now have level 10 and 11 maps, and this should help us do a tiny bit better. Though these are level 12 maps as well. Then maybe I will leave it here. We just need it to drop, to get some drops of the new maps. Okay, well, what else are we going to do? Do we have any new map that we haven't run? I do have a dungeon map that we've never done. Over here we have a Forbidden Woods map. Then we'll do some level 11 map, Flooded Mines, and let's do Ivory Temple. So how do we do this? First of all, let's identify this. Let's throw in some quality for those extra drops and make it normal. Let's see, rare. Okay, I see no reflection, no reflection. Monsters gain frenzy, they're inhabited by the cultist of Kitava, meaning chaos damage. Players cannot regenerate life, mana, or energy shield. That I did play with that in the past, and that was pretty awful. So let's not go with that. It went again with the same modifier. Let's try again. Monster damage always ignites, cannot be stunned. I think we're fine with this. Okay, well, let's start from the top to the bottom. We cannot call the Maven on this. And we do have some bonuses on Alva's missions. Grant an additional Alva mission, the quantity of items dropped, and the areas contain Vile Flesh Merchants. Vile Flesh Merchant, whenever you go into an area and you defeat this enemy, what will happen is that you get extra currency drops whenever you are done with one of those encounters. Not a huge bonus, but it works. Especially since I love doing the temples. Okay. I said that I'm not gonna do the rituals, but now it's a reflex. I'm gonna try to control it in the future. Okay, these guys are done. Cool. Let's see, an encounter here. Antechamber into a chest full of maps or full of items. Full of maps, I'll do like that.
History. When I'm ready and not before.
I need more mana.
There we have it, the Vile Flesh Merchant, but we took it out. Let's open this door in the north, make it easier for us to pass through. I think that is it. Let's get out of this area.
Good job, Exile. Now the architect of expansion has a base of operations.
Good. So we got some Jeweler's Orbs. Anything else I want from here? Hubris Circlet? No. A Plague Mask? I think we already have that, but let's collect it just in case. Okay, we have a strong box here. We'll open it. Got an Orb of Fusing. Awesome. Another unique mission. Or a story mission. I am hunting for Orbs of Fusing like crazy. I've used by this point only, like trying to make that sword a 6-link, I think I've used about 700 Orbs of Fusing. I've used so much currency, I've got so unlucky on that one, where I feel I could have sold all of those Orbs of Fusing and get enough money in order to buy a fully linked sword. So, it hurts it does hurt to spend so much currency, but what can you do? Sometimes it just goes like that. In a way, it does feel like gambling. One of the problems with the gambling is that the more you start losing, like the more money you've invested, the more you feel like you have to invest more just to get it back. And by the end, you generally never recoup like the amount that you had actually spent. That's why there are people in the gambling, like in some of the high-level gambling centers. There are people who will talk to you and get you to stop gambling for the night if they see you lose too much money. But that's people who understand that you don't want to bankrupt your customer. You want them to keep coming back and gamble. No, personally, I do not.
When I'm ready and not before.
I am not one who encourages gambling in any way, shape, or form. I am not one to gamble, at least not with real currency. And we have a boss here. Let's take care of it, and then we'll take care of this guy. Cool. And even though I accept that some people do gamble, I am definitely against in-game gambling. I'm not a big fan of some of the chests that are present in Path of Exile. Definitely not a big fan of gambling in some games that don't need it. For example, some of the new Need for Speeds. Need for Speed is a game that I loved as a kid. Like with that age when Need for Speed Underground appeared, when there was the first movies of Fast and Furious, when it was more about the racing and the cars than anything else.
I need
and
more mana.
The age of car tuning was flourishing. Like during that time, I really loved Need for Speed. And even before that, some of the other titles I did enjoy as well, playing Need for Speed Porsche, Hot Pursuit. But in the recent game, when they've made 3% chance to gain an additional ball sold on kill, I'm not sure, but let's buy it. Area contains metamorphs. I think that is good enough. Okay, and as I was saying, like in the recent years, like whenever you finished a race, it was like you were not looking at the engine anymore. Like you had those cards that you randomly get to put on your car. That is, I don't know, that is a very weird mechanic. I don't like it. I don't understand it. I don't see, there's no magic in there. There's nothing you work towards, like when you were trying to gather the money in Need for Speed in order to power up your car, and you had to make a choice between upgrading the engine and upgrading the tire. Nope. Now you have to get more money out of your pocket in a game that is already pretty expensive to get something that is normal and within the game. I don't know. I think with that and with the decision for games like FIFA and NFL and I don't know, they don't appeal to me anymore. I can understand that some people love it, and Like they're really putting a lot of time and effort into it, and everybody does whatever they want with the
Good
money.
job, Exile. As hard as
But I don't feel like it's as beneficial for others.
history repeats itself. Just in time.
And they're,
There
I
you
feel
are.
like the people
Ready?
are getting tricked out of more money for something that you should do for free, should be able to do for free. Like if you want to make your dream team in a game, I feel like there should always be some sort of solution to that without having to get more money out of your pocket. But then again, I'm not a huge company, I am not a game developer. I don't know what it truly means to be responsible over so many jobs. So I'm just expressing my very own opinion in regards to it, like how I feel about it
Good job.
and
Exile.
how I make my decisions. Anything else? Yeah, there are a few more enemies over here, and there's more area up there to explore. But let's see. This is a big map. It's a very big map. Now, if you want to learn more about crafting, I found a smaller channel. And even though I didn't take a look at all of his videos, like I subscribed to him because I want to learn from him. I want to check it out and learn.
When I'm ready and not before.
But from what I saw, I found him pretty interesting. Like at a level where, let's buy that map. Let's buy this as well. I found him, I don't know, being a smaller channel. And I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it, but maybe he hasn't been through the game as much as some of those old advanced players. But I like how he explains it. And it's called, let me do a quick check just to let you know his name so I don't forget. Subscriptions. LOLcohol. So LOL Cohol. Take a look. It might be... Oh, this item is level 77. I want it.
Too much clutter.
Yeah, let's put it up here. I already have the stiletto, I know that. How good is it? Maximum energy, shield, some mana. Okay, fire and lightning resistance. You know, this one is not bad. It doesn't have life. And I might need to remove that mana, but we'll see. Maybe I'll leave it in place since we keep getting the message of not enough mana, since we are going to be adding more multipliers when we add the awakened orbs. I think it might actually be a good idea to keep some extra mana in place. Okay, this guy is done. Let's do ourselves a metamorph. Currency, rare armor. Let's have maps. More currency. Let's do this, and essences. Sure. At this point, what's the difference? Well, not a huge percentage. I want the map. Whew. Ooh. Let's be careful, don't sit still. Okay, so we got ourselves not a whole lot,
Too much clutter.
but that is fine. So what will I do? I'll throw this. Good. So yeah, go give alcohol a try if you enjoy crafting. Like, he does videos on crafting in Path of Exile, and I personally like him. From what I saw, I personally like him. I'm hoping he'll do some good videos, and he's going to continue doing the YouTube, and he's gonna be successful as he wants to be. Not sure exactly what his goals are in life and on the channel, but I can imagine it's like everybody else's, to play the game, share what he loves to do, teach what he enjoys to teach.
Stay sane.
Salah.
And in an age or a year where we're sitting inside the house a lot and everybody is,
Salarim.
or most people are quarantined
Farewell.
or encouraged to stay inside the house, it's a way in which you can interact with other people. Okay, we're gonna go with Einhorn mission because it seems like this is what is preferred. Okay, and this time we're not checking the rituals anymore. Okay, that will be captured.
You will be a survivor, or you will be food.
Super, super, super. We have the red beast here. Okay, I think we got it.
You are well prepared for the end. This is
A sanguine ritual. Monsters deal extra physical damage and inflict... Okay, no, we don't care about it. It's
When I'm ready, and
no
not
new
before.
encounter.
I need more
And I know
mana.
there are a few more towers, since if I look in the achievements, like in that book here, it shows me that there are like 3 towers that I haven't encountered so far. We're getting good experience here, like we could grind some of these areas. We are already at 19, which is a pretty good number.
Do not worry, little beast. We are friends now.
Another one, I want it. Here is the arena, great. What are these? This is a new map for me, so I am not sure exactly what this is. Okay, that's another one. Okay, interesting.
We will be best friends, beast, until we slaughter you.
Okay, the Demoness. Look at that card. Getting a Death's Hand.
That was a hunt you will not.
Good. We are now at 20 experience. And then now we're running, yeah, we will be running 2 red maps. I am a bit scared.
I thought myself different from the countless reflections I saw etched in the darkness. I am free, I thought. They are not. And each had the same thought, and each took the same path, and each befell the same fate. But I am different, I repeated, and heard its echoes forever.
Okay, that's about it. Let's go home. Let's see, what do we have here? Cold damage, some cold resistance, some life. Nope, and this is normal damage, so we don't care. That is fine. Let's throw in the cards.
Godslayer.
Tell these two. And get back into it with Flooded Mine. The region required more watchstones to hold the Maven's interest. Well, where is this? Flooded Mine. Flooded Mine is up here. Okay, well, temporarily what we will do, take this and put it in here, is call the Maven to witness. Can I do this again? Still not. How many does she want? Does she want all of them? Okay, the watchstone level of this atlas is too low for any conquerors to occupy, and we cannot call her in for some reason. I'm not sure exactly why. Don't know, that is for king. Okay, that is not in the right area. Let's do flooded. Let's see, where does this map appear? Maybe it's in a different region, like this one. Yeah. Okay, now we can go there. Okay, I can put this back. So for this one, we will need to run a corrupted rare version of this map in order to get that bonus objective. Otherwise, we're just running the new map. Shall we try to throw? I'm not gonna throw in anything at the moment. Like, I'm not gonna try to do the corrupted one because we don't have many of the maps just yet. We will do it in the future. Going for corrupted, you risk getting one of the modifiers, you know, like the reflection one, and you won't be able to do. Okay. Nice, a recipe for a level 21 corrupted gem. Good. Okay, that is that. You're running the risk of getting mods that you cannot run, and basically, since it's corrupted, you can't do any more modifications on it, and thus I will lose one of the maps in the process. And since it's a new one, it's not one of the maps I've already did, I don't want to lose it. I think this is... This does not look like a new one. 2 out of 7 beeps on this map.
Off you go, little beast!
Off you go, little beast. This is a infernal ritual. Okay, we don't care. Oh, know this about the rituals. If you don't open any of the portals, If you don't open any of the portals, you don't lose on the items that you have deferred. So just know that. You don't have to do the rituals on every map. Like if you feel like one day you don't want to do any of the rituals, you can go ahead and not do any of the rituals. Now let's get more elemental resistances with this. And we'll be making some experience here.
This one is captured. I will take it.
A glacier map. I like the fact that we're getting more red maps, since we're on the right path to leveling up, getting towards the end game. And end game.
I need more mana.
Oh, that was a juicy one, Exile. There are no more worthy beasts nearby.
Okay.
So, Einar will go feed the ones we caught.
Okay, that's it with the map. I'm not gonna go all around it. We defeated the boss and that's what we cared for. Or that's what I cared for. And we're going on this one now. The region requires more watchstones. Okay, let's see. Where is the ivory one? Ivory. Not here. Any chance that it's around here? No. Maybe it's here. I want to get some Maven fights if we are up to it. Maybe it's still on this side? No. And there's not a whole lot left, except for these. There it is. Okay, once again corrupted rare and stuff like that. But we can fight the Maven. Here we have chests, blight chest, okay. And Harbinger and a Harbinger. That is wonderful for experience and exalted orbs. If we're lucky, some chaos resistant on the boots, 15% increased movement speed. That stun recovery I don't really care for, but we do have some extra energy shield and lightning resistance. I think we might be able to replace our boots with sorcerer's boots. We'll check that in a second. Okay, Ivory Temple. We're gonna do this map and then I'll put a cut in the episode. I feel pretty excited. And I do have the energy to record one more today. Let's go right ahead with it. Okay, we're doing okay right now. Oof, 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 oof. Let's run away. That was the wrong way to run through because there were so many enemies. We're lucky we didn't get killed. Let's see, what is this? Monster trait reduce damage. This is a fortress. We know about the fortress. We don't want to open the ritual.
Those I serve cast their eyes upon an endless, unchanging horizon.
Here is the
Never
Harbinger.
have cause to look away. Without change, time passes like a tear in a stream.
Horizon shard, some alchemy shard. Okay, not a whole lot. Good
Meaningless
stuff.
and insignificant to one with no beginning and no end.
Bronze gauntlets. We'll probably
Then
have it.
came the silence.
I hate the
If
drops
in
of
death,
these kind of
damn
small,
the stream.
low
Now they can
level
see
items.
Nothing else and can hear nothing else.
Okay, a recourse map, good, another lead map. A white map, which, yeah, definitely not going there for rats. I opened the ritual.
I need more mana.
I need more mana, let's see. Anything good you have? Fire, lightning, an item level 78, okay, sure, I throw that in. That is about it, we're gonna go forward with our life. More sorcerer's boots I saw there. Let's get them. And we have over here the arena. I'll defeat the boss. Ooh. Let's get out of the way. Tempest Stash. Guess that is probably the reward at the end. Whew! Almost had us there. But Arid Lake map. Let's see, Temple Stash. With nothing good in it. Except for a few scrolls of wisdom. Well, with that in mind, I hope you have enjoyed it. I will explore the rest of the map more, just farm it for experience. And I will see you during the next episode as we continue our journey through Path of Exile. Until then, I thank you very much for watching and I look forward and I wish you all to have a wonderful day.